and welcome back to techystack channel. Today we'll try to explore one more new topic. So this is a one website. So from this website you can enter the some number here. So as of now I have only the one number. So once you search on this one, so you can see the multiple data downside. So if you see these all are in the well and structured. So but the problem is all are different tables. So if we came here, so this is a one table which is separated, and similarly downside the another separate table. So if we come down till end, so we have multiple tables are there. So these are tables we should to extract to one Excel file. The problem is don't use the multiple data tables there. So only one table. So from the table we can extract all these tables. So this is the concept. We'll try to explore with Uipath. Please subscribe the techystack channel for more videos, and you can see a lot of videos are which is available in this right now. So who are interested, please subscribe and watch this all videos. And now back to the Uipath studio. So the first step, so we need to take this web browser. So for that launching the web browser, here I need to take open browser, and I will need to pass this URL. So this is my URL. I'm taking as it is. So let me update here. And this should be the Chrome browser I'm selecting. So this is done. After that, I want to extract all this data tables. So when I try to extract with normal table, let me show that as well. Data scraping. So let me try to export. So if I select here, by default, it will take the only one table. So if I select another one, let me show you the next one here. I'm taking the third table. So if you see this data table, it's appeared. But here having how many other 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe all came 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, all data has appeared. So but here need to extract only one table at once if you use this one. So let it be this. I will click on this finish. So I don't have multiple pages. Then I'm clicking on the no option. So this is done. So let me put it outside of this, and I need to create the variable. So let me create it. So this is done. So now the problem is how we can extract all the tables at once. So for that we have the one solution. I will use the find children activity is there. Okay. So let me indicate anything on this page. So as of now, I'm going with the part search. So once this is done, I have to create one variable. So I will make it as children data. Children data. You can keep variable whatever you require. On I'm going to the UiPath Explorer, and I will show you the things here. So once you came here, so you have the div page. So under this div page, let me expand this. Under this page, you can see this something. So here, if you see the div list, so this is the one table name. This is another table name. So let me show that as well. Let me indicate on this. First of all, let me indicate this. So if you observe here, it having a tag as the table. So let me expand this. So here you can see some data table name. Okay, fine. Let it be. I will go back to here. Already I extracted the data table now here. Let me open that as well, and I will show you here. So you can see this, the parent ID is list 1538. Let me go back to the UiPath Explorer, and you can see this 13, maybe downside it's here available. So all the lists are available here. So based on this list name, we need to extract this data. So for that purpose only, I taken this 1358, where it is just something. Yeah, 1358. Okay, we got it now. So now I will just collapse this and double click. So it's came here. It's not okay, fine, it's came. And I don't want the CSS selector. And this is fine. Let me validate and I will highlight. Yeah, this is fine. It looks good for me. And I will click on the save. Okay. After that, I want to just check whether I'm getting this data or not. Let me do that as well. Let me keep on the top side. Okay, I need to change this variable scopes. So let me change this sequence as main sequence. for the easy to identify that. Let me change. Okay, this is fine. Okay, fine. All are came into one thing. So these are the two data. I will remove this data and data. And children scope should be main sequence. And I have the one more extra data table now. This should be the main scope. This is fine. So now let me put on the top side. Just I want to see I'm getting this extracted data or not. Okay. Okay, it shows some error. Let me re-indicate that. So I'm indicating on this one more time. Okay, and everything is fine. Let me check in OpenUI Explorer and I will check the div page. Okay, now it's perfect. It's came div page. Let me validate and re-highlight. Okay, fine. It looks good somewhat. Let me try to run till that step. Okay, now it's but data has been extracted. Now we want to see what type of data it's thrown. So if you observe here, we can see this all the data has been fetched. So let me copy this entire everything and I will keep into one notepad. Okay, you can see this all the data has been extracted. This data we need only this list. Let me check that list. And we have this list 4307548 number. And similar way, we need to find all the lists are available from this text. So let me back to this UI path and I will put one for each activity here. Just I want to check what type of data is getting. And here I will update children data and inside I will keep it as right line, anything we can. So as of now, I'm using right line and item for to string. If I'm running this bot again. Okay, it came inside. Okay, let it be no problem. So I will check here current item and you can see this web control. So this is secondary PNL. So let me go to this Uipath and that is for the second one. And if you see here, we got this table now. So from this table, we need to identify what is that exactly. So this is the, for the list and this is our C. You can see this ID is secondary PNL. So let me check this current item dot get. So here ID dot to string. So we got it secondary PNL. So this is our table name. So if we are getting the data is fine. Now let me stop this bot. So whatever the activities are there, now I will just push into the here. So let me remove this. I will put this open browser on the top side and find this element, child element. After that, I need to put the for each activity. And in this for each activity, I need to check. I mean, I will show you that. So before using that, I need to that data scraping activity. So let me take this, not that one, data scraping. Let me click on this next. I want to close this. Yeah, fine. So let me select this part and it extracted the data table. So if you have multiple pages, let me check. So for me, there is no multiple pages. So I will just click on this no option. So I got this data table, just I am opening. If you see here, the tag is table. Let me go to your path, I mean, open your Explorer. And here you can see this one. I will do one thing. Let me select this and here tag equals to, I will make it a table. And I don't want the CSS selector. Okay. And parent ID also not required. I'm removing that parent ID also. and let me validate and highlight. So let me re-highlight it. Okay, it will work. Okay, a tag is div user now. So I don't want the div. I need the table. Let me copy this tag and I will put it in notepad here. And I will select, okay, I will select something other one and will update the same thing. Okay, here, this is the one. Let me go inside. So you can select any one. Once you get that name, fine, then you can move that. Okay, now we can see this parent ID is appeared list and tag is done. Okay, let me validate. So it is able to validate and it's highlighting something it downside partner. So that's why it highlight like that. Let me save this. Okay, we got this data as well. So here what we need to know, the parent ID, we need to change that. So change that to list ID. I mean, we need to already we are getting that ID now. So current of ID dot to string, that data you need to pass it here. So let me try. Okay, I will do one thing. Let me create one variable and I will assign here. So I'm taking the assign activity. This is for easy purpose. So if you want, you can directly pass it. It's not a problem. I'm taking one assign activity and creating the list to item data. Okay. And here I will pass this current. Where is my for loop? Okay. Inside this, I need to take this for each activity. Already top side is available. So I will do that. Let me keep on the top side and I'm deleting this. One moment. Removing this and here I will make it as current item of ID dot to string. Okay, if I got any error, already I have this data I passed in notepad now. Just I will take. Okay, already it's there. Let me copy this. Okay, current item dot get. Let me update this. Okay, error got resolved. And I will come back to this extract data table. I'm opening selector and I will update here control plus K and list item data. So in that item only, it will every time it will change the different. Okay, now this is done. Now we have to run this bot and we need to check. Okay, let me run and I will keep the debug point till here. Let me close this browser as well and relaunching that again. So browser has been launched. Now I will check this list item. I will check that. So here it's having blank. So I will put the if condition. Okay, let me take that if condition. If this item not equals to blank, then only it should go inside and fetch the data table. Else I don't want to fetch the data table. Okay, let me close this website one more time and rerunning the bot again. We need to take one each and every activity based on that we need to update. So now it will check the list item, it's blank, then it will move to the else condition and again it come back to here. Okay, now I need to see what is the list item data again. So it's having blank. I will just put this one. Okay, and it will come there. Once I come there, I will check that. So this is also null. Okay, it's came now. And you can see this secondary BNL. Okay, now I will try to extract the data and I will check. We can see this data is available now. Now I will just check which data is extracted. So let me check here. Manufacturing micro components details. 849000. So okay, data is similar. Okay, here 63 is at 68. Let me check here. 68 is there. So the first one got missed. So we need to check that why it's got missed for the first one. Let me open, I mean, inspection on element, and I want to see this one. Why it's got missed and what type of data it's having. Oh, it's having list. Okay, data is there. I don't know. I need to rerun the bot again and I will check that. If it is not exporting, then something issue with that website only. And here I will check one by one. So here current item I need to check. So there is no data for that. I'm rerunning and again I'm checking this current item. So here also there is no ID which is related what I'm searching. Next current item. Okay, this also not required. Next current item. So you can see this came from secondary. Okay, from getting from this here. Okay, let me stop this and I want to go and check. Is it starting from secondary or it's starting from something else? Okay, here first is there 1538 and my second list is where it is. Let me search it. Second list. Okay, before that we have yeah. So here secondary BNL is available and similar way I will check for the first one. Is there? I mean, I want to I mean, just I want to get some clarity. It starts from the secondary BNL or something which will start. For that purpose, I go back to the UI path and I will check here. So let me go and check. If I got that one clarity, then I will move to the next part. Let me open this and okay, fine. This is starting from secondary BNL, so no issues. So let me click on no. So this is done. Extracted data has been done. Now what we need to do now? We need to append this data. Okay. I want to take append data table. Let me check data table. So here merge. So we need to merge this data table. Okay. Inside I need to keep this merge data table. Taken this merge data table and appended this data. So before that I need to create one data table. Okay. I have to build a one data table. Build data table. Because I am merging the two different tables, it should be available one data table. So here I have, let me check, I have totally how many columns are there? One, two, three, four, five, six are there. So let me go with one by one. So this is the column name, part number. So let me update this as part number and I want to see data. So here all I will take it as text itself only. I mean string itself only. Let it be. And this data not required. And this is for the column 2. Column 2, I have this manufacturer. Let me take this manufacturer as a string. Okay, and this is for the column 3. It's a description. And I want one more column. This is for stock. And one more price. And the final one is buy. Okay, now I created this data table and I will create this output name as the final. So let me create final data table. So here the metadata table. Na? So source is this one and destination is the final data table. So now let me close this browser and I'm running this bot. So we'll see whether it's able to do that activity or not. Then let me put the breakpoint here and running this bot. Let it load. Okay, it's loaded and it came to this spot. Extracted data table. Let me check this extracted data table. It's having some data. Okay, and final data. I'm checking for the final data. Okay, it's got this data. Okay, now running this bot again. It will come here and I'm checking this extracted data table. Okay, okay, then no need to merge the data table. Anyway, here appending this data, no? So let me fetch it here. So this is the first data table. Part to manufacture, everything is done. And next data table, it's got extracted here. Okay, I will do one thing. So let me disable this metric data table and I will run that. So we'll see whether it is working fine. Then no need to use this extra metric data table activity. Okay, already one website is there now. So I just close that one website. Okay, first one it got extracted and I'm checking this variable. So it's having only this data and second one let it extract. So I'm checking this data. Yeah, this is fine. It's working well and good. Let me go a little bit top. Okay, now this is working fine. So at the end, what I will do, I will just append some data to the Excel file. That's it. Let me remove this and starting, we don't want this data table as well. So we need to check. Then only we will get the solution. If you not check directly, then you will never get the solution that. So let me collapse this as well. The for each activity. Okay. And type Excel. I will take right range workbook activity. And I want to take this path. So let me go to the particular path. Okay, I designed here. So let me take output. So here I will create that particular file. So let me update the value here. Slash just I will take this website. So website is find chips dot excel sx. Okay, and sheet name should be the every time I will take it as a data normal and extract and data table. So this is done. Now I'm running this bot. Let me close this browser as well. And I'm running this bot end to end. It will take some time to execute the bot. And still, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. And if you like the video, please share this and like. Don't forget to comment. So for us, it's very simple, but it's give me boost up to do the many videos like this. Okay, let me remove the breakpoint as well. Let it run. If you want, you can add some logs here. So based on that, you can see what is happening here. So as of now, the bot execution has been completed and I'm going this find chips. Let me open this and I want to see if data is extracted or not. So if you see here, data has been extracted successfully. So you can just check, okay, top it's got removed. The header. So you can just add that header. I'm going back to this website. Let me try to copy this data. Okay, just I'm checking whether I fetch the bot has fetched correct data or not. Let me check that as well. Okay, I just copy this data and moving to the here. Okay, it's pasted something is different format. So let me select this and I will update the filters. So up arrow. Okay, if you see here, we need to do something different. So let me, I will filter with one n. So this data, no, I will filter with only this specific data because this is standard one. So I fetch. So now let me count this. So if you see, I have this total 48 line items, and here also 46, maybe one or two, it maybe varies. So this is a way method how we can extract the multiple data tables with the help of find element. I mean, find the child element. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, make sure to hit that like button, share with your friends, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to turn off notifications so you never miss an upload.